You breathe every day, every moment, but you've never realized that the true power of breath doesn't lie in the inhale, nor in the exhale, but in the pause between them. Science is only beginning to understand this, but the ancient masters knew it thousands of years ago. They called this moment the gateway, the 0 point, the stillness where the self dissolves. Right now, take a moment to observe your breath. Inhale, exhale, and then, just for an instant, everything stops. No movement, no thought. It's a pure space between breaths, a moment that, if harnessed correctly, can bring you into a state of awareness deeper than you've ever known. Monks, warriors, and truth seekers have used this secret to control energy, reset their mental state, and unlock the door to true awakening. Not through complex methods or hours of practice, but simply by shifting their perception of breath. What's remarkable is that this technique doesn't just bring inner peace, it enhances focus, relieves stress instantly, and unlocks dormant mental potential you never knew existed. This is one of the most well-kept secrets of the ages, and today you'll have the chance to experience it for yourself. In this video, we'll explore how this pause can be used to reset the mind, transform energy, and awaken a consciousness buried deep within you. You don't need hours of meditation. You don't need mantras or complicated techniques. Everything you need is already here, in this very moment, within you. So, before we continue with the video and explore this interesting topic further, don't forget to like, subscribe to the Top Hidden Knowledge channel to stay updated on everything related to personal and spiritual growth. This helps us bring more content that can make a difference for you. Breath is the rhythm of life. Every single day we take thousands of breaths without ever realizing that within each inhale and exhale lies an untapped power. The ancient masters understood that the true essence of breath is not found in the air we take in or release. It exists in the stillness between them. Modern science is just beginning to uncover this truth, but these sacred teachings have been passed down for thousands of years. Take a moment right now. Observe your breath. Notice how it moves effortlessly in and out, and then, just for a split second, it pauses. This pause is not empty. It is the space where transformation happens, where the mind resets, and where a deeper awareness begins to emerge. When you start paying attention to your breath, you'll realize something profound. It is a mirror of your inner world. When you are anxious, your breath becomes quick and shallow. When you are calm, your breath slows and deepens. This connection between breath and emotion is not just a coincidence, it is a fundamental truth about how energy flows through us. In many ancient traditions, breath was seen as more than just a physiological function. It was considered the bridge between body, mind, and spirit. Yogis, monks, and warriors alike all practice specific breathing techniques to harness their energy, sharpen their focus, and achieve heightened states of awareness. They understood that by mastering the breath, one could master the mind. Science is now catching up to this wisdom. Studies have shown that controlled breathing can reduce stress, lower blood pressure, enhance focus, and even rewire the brain for greater emotional resilience. Elite athletes, high-level performers, and mindfulness practitioners all use breathwork to access peak performance and inner stillness. But the beauty of breath is that it is always with you. Unlike external tools or complex techniques, breath is something you can access anytime, anywhere. The secret lies not in forcefully altering it, but in becoming aware of it. With awareness, you can use breath to shift your mental and emotional state in an instant. Imagine being able to quiet a restless mind, dissolve anxiety, or tap into deep clarity just by tuning into your breath. This is not an abstract idea. It is a practical skill that has been used for centuries, and today you have the opportunity to unlock its power for yourself. By learning to embrace the pause between breaths, you open the door to something greater, a state of presence, control, and inner mastery. This is the secret the ancient masters knew, and now it's yours to discover. There is a moment when everything stops. No thoughts, no emotions, no inner noise, just space. A pause between the breath that has left and the breath that has yet to enter. This is not a moment that calls for attention. It does not arrive with urgency, nor does it announce itself like the ringing of an alarm. It is subtle, almost imperceptible, yet within it lies the most profound transformation. You breathe every day, every moment. But have you ever truly noticed it? Breath flows in and out, a rhythm that never ceases. You can slow it down, deepen it, or hold it. But there is one space in this cycle that you do not control, the brief pause between two breaths, and that is where the real magic happens. This pause is not just an absence of breath, it is a presence, a space that holds infinite stillness, yet also infinite potential. It is the moment where the body is neither inhaling nor exhaling, neither taking in nor letting go. And within that moment, something extraordinary occurs. The mind, even if, just for a fraction of a second, quiets down. The constant stream of thoughts, worries, and identifications momentarily disappears, leaving only silence. Modern science is just beginning to understand what ancient masters have known for millennia. The space between two breaths is a gateway to renewal, a moment of profound stillness where the mind, body, and spirit align. Studies have shown that when we consciously extend this pause, our brainwaves shift. The mind moves from chaotic beta waves, associated with stress and overthinking, to calm alpha or even theta waves, the states linked to meditation, creativity, and deep intuition. For the mystics, this pause has always been revered as a doorway to the infinite. They called it the portal, the 0 point, the silence where the self dissolves. They understood that in this space, the illusion of separation fades, and one can touch something beyond the ordinary mind, a deep presence, an awareness that is not bound by thought or time. Perhaps you have felt this before, just for a fleeting moment right before sleep, when your body feels weightless, or in an unexpected moment of peace in the middle of chaos. A sunset so breathtaking that your thoughts disappear. A deep embrace where time seems to stand still, or the quiet that comes after a long, cathartic sigh. These are glimpses of that sacred pause, moments when the mind lets go and something deeper emerges. But what truly exists within the empty space between two breaths? Is it nothingness, or is it the most profound presence you have yet to discover? Breathing is not just a physiological function. It is the bridge between the body, the mind, and the spirit. It is the silent force that sustains you, whether you are aware of it or not. It is the rhythm of your existence, the invisible thread that connects every moment of your life. To observe your breath is to observe yourself. It is like looking into a mirror that reflects your inner world, revealing exactly where you are, mentally, emotionally, and even spiritually, without a single word. When you are anxious, your breath becomes fast and shallow. When you are afraid, your breath is short and erratic. When you are at peace, your breath flows effortlessly, smooth and deep. The way you breathe is the way you live. Most people go through life without ever realizing this. They breathe as they live, on autopilot. They move from one moment to the next, caught in the momentum of life, rarely pausing to notice what is happening within them. They react to stress without realizing how their breath changes, unaware that their breathing patterns are reinforcing their mental and emotional states. But what if you could shift everything? What if, instead of being controlled by your breath, you learned to control it? What if you discovered that within your breath lies the key to unlocking deeper awareness, emotional resilience, and even profound states of consciousness? Ancient masters across different traditions have long understood this truth. They would say, "Show me how you breathe, and I will show you how you live." Now, modern science confirms what these sages have known for millennia. Breathing directly influences the autonomic nervous system, the system that regulates emotions, heart rate, digestion, sleep, and even decision-making. When breathing is shallow, for extended periods, the body remains in a constant state of alertness, as if danger is always near. This triggers the sympathetic nervous system, the same system that activates our fight or flight response. Over time, this keeps the brain stuck in an endless cycle of stress. Uncontrolled emotions, restless mind, tense body, chaotic breathing. This feedback loop becomes self-reinforcing. A mind in distress leads to irregular breathing, which in turn signals to the nervous system that something is wrong, which further amplifies stress. The result? A life lived in constant tension without ever realizing that the breath is both a reflection of this state and a tool to break free from it. But here is the key. This cycle can be reversed. When you control your breath, you begin to control your mind. When you change how you breathe, you unlock deeper states of awareness. It is a profound shift. In those moments when you consciously adjust your breath, something happens. The mind slows down, the body relaxes, and silence begins to expand within you. But here is where the real transformation lies. It is not in the inhale. It is not in the exhale. It is in the pause between breaths. That silent gap, the space between the inhale and the exhale, is where time slows down. That fleeting moment, when the lungs are neither filling nor emptying, is where the self dissolves. Not in a dramatic way, but in a quiet surrender. It is in this pause that a shift begins, because in that space, something remarkable happens. The mind is no longer grasping, the nervous system resets, and the illusion of constant urgency fades away. This moment of stillness holds an intelligence of its own. It is the space where the brain shifts from survival mode to deep awareness. It is the 0 point, the gap where transformation begins. And the more you practice becoming aware of this pause, the more this space expands. Instead of rushing from one breath to the next, just as we rush from one thought to the next, one action to the next, something else emerges. Stillness. Presence. A clarity that was always there, hidden beneath the noise of the mind. And from this space, something new arises, a deeper intuition, a sense of connection that goes beyond words, the ability to respond to life from a place of awareness rather than reaction. But this awareness does not come from force or effort. You do not have to achieve anything or reach a specific state. Instead, it is about allowing yourself to notice, allowing yourself to surrender to the pause, allowing yourself to simply be in that space between breaths. Most people believe they need to meditate for hours, travel to remote monasteries, or practice complex techniques to reach this state of inner stillness. But the truth is, the doorway has always been right here, within your breath. It has always been within you. You do not need anything outside of yourself to access it. You do not need a special mantra, a guru, or a lifetime of study. You just need a single moment of presence, a moment where you become aware of the breath that is already flowing through you, the breath that has been sustaining you since the moment you were born. It is happening now, in this very moment, with each cycle of your breath. The only question is, will you pause long enough to step through? Now that you understand the power of the pause, it's time to take it one step further, to transform this moment into a real tool for reprogramming your mind. The breath is more than just an unconscious function. It is the key to the body-mind-spirit connection. When you harness the space between breaths, you are not just calming your nervous system, you are rewiring your patterns of thought, shifting your emotional state, and creating a foundation of inner balance. Every inhale nourishes your body, supplying oxygen, energy, and vitality. Every exhale detoxifies your mind, releasing tension, stress, and negative thought patterns. And in the pause between breaths, your spirit expands, a place of stillness where clarity, awareness, and true transformation begin. Below is a simple practice to help you tap into the power of the pause. Sit with your back straight but relaxed. Close your eyes if you feel comfortable. Begin by simply observing your breath. No need to control it, no need to judge it. Just notice. Once you are settled, follow this breathing cycle. Inhale deeply for 4 seconds. Imagine you are breathing in pure energy, light, and life. Feel it filling every cell of your body. Hold your breath for 8 seconds. As you hold focus on a clear intention, choose a thought that aligns with the state of mind you want to cultivate, such as, I am at peace. My mind is completely still. I release all worries. Exhale slowly for 6 seconds. With each breath out, feel yourself letting go, releasing stress, tension, and negative energy. Imagine all that no longer serves you, dissolving into the air. Pause for 4 seconds. This is the most important moment. Do absolutely nothing, just exist in this space. This is where true transformation happens. Repeat this cycle for 10-15 minutes each day. You don't need hours of meditation. You don't need to escape to a mountaintop. Just a few conscious minutes each day can rewire your nervous system, reshape your thought patterns, and restore inner peace. The benefits of this practice are clear. Reduce anxiety and stress. Breathing with awareness instantly shifts the nervous system from fight or flight mode into a state of calm. With consistent practice, you train your body to respond to life's challenges with greater ease. Break negative thought patterns. Your breath is directly linked to your thoughts. By changing your breathing, you interrupt cycles of overthinking, worry, and self-doubt, replacing them with clarity and intention. Improve sleep quality. Deep intentional breathing helps slow brainwave activity, signaling to your body that it is safe to relax. This makes it easier to fall asleep and experience deeper rest. Create an inner space of refuge. In a world full of distractions, demands, and noise, this practice gives you a place to return to, one that is always available within you. It is a space where you can reconnect with your true self beyond the stress of daily life. The breath is the most accessible, natural, and powerful tool you have for transformation, and it is always with you. The only question is, will you take the time to use it? Over time, the pause between 2 breaths stops being just an empty space. It becomes a refuge, a quiet sanctuary within you, untouched by the noise of the world. At first, it feels elusive, like a whisper you can't quite catch. But then something shifts. The pause expands, stretching beyond time, beyond thought. It is no longer just the absence of breath. It is the presence of something deeper. Your breath is not just a biological function. It is a gateway to stillness, to clarity, to the quiet knowing that exists beneath the chaos. The world moves fast, too fast. Your mind races, thoughts collide, emotions churn. But in the space between one inhale and the next, everything slows. In that pause, there is no past, no future, only presence. And in that presence, you remember you are more than your thoughts, more than your worries, more than the stories you tell yourself. True freedom exists in the space between 2 thoughts. Eckhart Tolle so remember to pause. Remember to breathe, remember to be, because sometimes all the universe is waiting for is for you to choose silence. If this message resonated with you in any way, take a deep breath and share your experience with us. Your thoughts and comments are the greatest encouragement you can give us. Thank you for watching. If you gained something from this video, please like and subscribe to the Top Hidden Knowledge channel for more content on wisdom, spirituality, and personal growth. And if you have time, feel free to check out other videos on this channel. Until next time.